This is Channel 2 News, coverage you can count on.
My vote is just important as everyone else's.
From majority to minority, Nevada Democrats are gearing up for the upcoming legislative session. Their thoughts on the power shift and what issues are important to them. Tops Channel 2 News at 5:30. Well, yesterday, as you probably recalled, we showed you how Republicans are gearing up for the 2015 legislative session. Good evening, I'm Kristen Remington.
I'm Wendy DeMonte. Thanks for staying with us tonight. So, of course, tonight we're talking with the Democrats. Landon Miller sat down with the co-assistant minority leader about the session.
Heading into the legislative session, the Democrats no longer have control of the Assembly nor the Senate, but that doesn't seem to faze co-assistant minority leader of the Assembly, Teresa Benitez Thompson.
I have a responsibility to my constituents and to Northern Nevada to make sure that we are creating good communities, and whether or not I'm in the majority or the minority, I'm going to fight to make that happen.
This session, there have already been 200 pre-filed bills, and going through that legislation is the priority now for Nevada Democrats.
We're spending a lot of time reading the bills, looking at what policies might be coming down the road.
But the big issue, Benitez Thompson predicts, this session will be education. Smaller class sizes, all-day kindergarten, and capital improvement projects is a priority. Republicans agree, but where contention might lie is how much funding education will get and where it's coming from.
So it's not just about being supportive of education, it is what are you really going to do to make sure we have sufficient funds to fund our priorities.
As co-assistant minority leader of the Assembly, she anticipates a lot of bipartisanship on tackling the big issues.
If you look back at past sessions, there's a number of votes that we have that don't have any kind of partisan connotation. It's a small percentage that actually end up being straight party line votes.
Covering the 2015 legislature, Landon Miller, Channel 2 News.
And the 2015 legislative session is coming up pretty quickly. It begins on Monday, February 2nd. Keep it here to Channel 2 News for continuing coverage of the 2015 legislative session. And by the way, we sat down with Republican leaders yesterday. If you missed that interview, you can catch up on our website at KTVN.com.